What's going on, everybody? This your boy Isaiah coming to you again from Bucko's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification button on this channel to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Well, folks. I am back with my final video on the draft breakdown. And I'm going to give it an overall grade. And I'm going to go down each pick through each round that we selected, and I'm going to tell you a little bit something about what I think about the pick and what I give that pick as far as the grade. Then I'm going to give an overall grade for the draft class for 2018 and what it means for the team moving forward. Yeah, what's going on? Seize the weight. Yeah, I thought the pair was going to say something, man. I thought so too. That pair was a debacle. The pair was a debacle, man. But anyway, let's get this started. If you want to do a super chat, by all means, you can shoot out a super chat, which will give you more time to talk and highlight your comment in the chat section. So if you want to donate, you can hit me up on super chat. I appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all my subscribers out there. So make sure you hit the notification tab and subscribe to the channel, and also shout me out through super chat. So let's start this out. First round pick, the number 12 pick in the first round. It was a lot of speculation with that pick, with two safeties sitting on the board. Well, actually, Derwin James sitting on the board, and we took Vita Vea, aka Maui. You're welcome. He looked like that. He looked like that guy. He looked like the guy from Moana. My daughter loves that movie. What he looks like, Maui. But a mountain of a man, 6'4", 340 pounds. I mean, the dude can move, ran a 5'1". He could probably run faster than that if he do some weight. Was it a reach? I know a lot of people are kind of like back and forth with the pick. Was it a reach? Not what they drafted him at. I mean, being that they didn't take him at 7, which they had a choice of Mika and Derwin, but they felt like those two weren't worth the 7th pick in the draft. So they traded out of the 7th pick with the Cardinals and picked up 2 extra second rounders, which I will talk about in a few minutes. But I picked Vita Vea. What it means Gerald McCoy has a running mate next to him. He has a running mate next to him, so take some pressure off of him. Gerald McCoy is going on 30 years old now. He's had health problems, and with Vita, he should take some pressure off him on that line. And also, he's an immediate starter. He's an immediate starter. You don't pick somebody that high to be a backup. So Bo Allen and Mitch Aaron, by all means, I appreciate y'all coming on the team, but Vita is an automatic starter. You guys are brought in to be backups. It'll help out the pass rush because he can push the pocket. The quarterbacks in our division are not mobile besides Cam Newton, but Cam Newton's mobility is getting slower and slower. So Vita is a good addition to the front four, and like I said, we got depth with that front four with Vita and Mitch and Bo and Gerald McCoy, Vinny Curry, JPP, Will Clark, Vernon Golston, Noah Spence. So that's a nice little rotation of 7 or 8, maybe 9 guys, depending on how they want to play that. But I'm gonna give the overall grade in the first round, factoring in the trade and thinking about it, a C+. You can give it a B- if you want to, but I'm gonna give it a C+ because I felt like, but you know what? I give it a B- because the trade did help us pick up a couple more players, so I would say B-. So the second round, we picked up a couple of 3 guys in the second round. One in particular is my favorite, and I'm going to talk about him right now. Ronald Jones was my favorite second round pick. Actually, he was my favorite pick of the whole draft for the Bucs. He was my favorite pick because he offers so much. He is what Charles Sims should have been for us. What Charles Sims is supposed to be is what Ronald Jones is right now. Ronald Jones is better than Charles Sims right now. And we did re-sign Charles Sims for a 1-year deal because the market wasn't asking for him. So we brought him back. He'll be able to contribute, and some give Ronald Jones some rest, along with Peyton Barber, and Jacquizz Rodgers. What does it mean? Is Ronald Jones a starter? I would say yes. He's automatically right now. he's the best running back we got on our team. Hands down. No offense to Peyton Barber, and Charles Sims and Jacquees, but Ronald Jones is your best back. He's a 3-down back. He runs with power. He runs with speed. He's elusive. He can catch. Pass blocking is okay, but we can work on that. But the dude got talent. They talked about he might be injury prone, but don't even worry about that. Like I said yesterday, he reminds me of a Dalvin Cook and a Alvin Kamara clone, or Jamal Charles, all in one. He's 5'11", almost 6 foot, 200 pounds, runs a 4.48, and catch. He offers great value. You don't have to take him off the field, but you will have to rest him at times. So, what's up, Steve? What's up, Garvey? Dark Vader? I see you, man. But Ronald Jones he's a starter, and so I know they were talking about his hamstring and all that stuff, but he's a starter automatically. He's going to vastly improve our running game with our improved offensive line, which I will talk about in a few. But I'm gonna give Ronald Jones. I'm gonna give him that pick an A+. Good job, Jason, on that pick. That is a huge need for our team. And I saw people talking about, we should have got Darius Geis, and all that crap. But Ronald Jones was better, so I don't want to hear that. No off-the-field issues. The next pick in the second round, which the most questionable pick in the draft for us, is MJ Stewart. I wasn't too hyped on the pick. Wasn't too excited about the pick. I was a little disappointed. You can go back and watch the video. He's a cornerback that played for UNC, ACC territory or ACC country, if you want to call it. Shouts out to the Tar Heels. He's a good corner. He's a bulky corner, 5'10" and a half, 5'10" and a quarter, almost about 200 pounds. So he's a compact corner, like a Malcolm Butler clone. That feisty cornerback that get in your face. He offers a lot of versatility. He can play nickel. He can play outside. I know Jason was talking about playing him in the safety, strong or free safety. So he does offer a lot of value as far as the type of player he is. He offers a lot of versatility, so we can move him around in sub packages and stuff like that. What does it mean for our secondary? Picking the guy in the second round, he's an immediate contributor on special teams. He also is going to get a lot of playing time, and being that our secondary is not great. So he will see a lot of playing time early and soon. And what it means for Ryan Smith and Vernon Hargraves and Javion Elliott, Chris Conte, Keith Tandy, what it means for those guys, somebody gonna get cut. Got to make way for a second round pick. You don't pick somebody in the second round. Like I said, first and second rounders are pretty much starters to me, even third rounders. But MJ Stewart, he's a borderline starter, but he will see a lot of reps, and he will definitely see special teams, and he can offer something in return game too if they put him back there, because he's a little explosive a little bit. And I watched a little tape on him. He's a little feisty guy. A lot of teams didn't throw against him for whatever reason. I guess they didn't want to risk the chance to get an interception. He was a good DB in ACC, but I'm not a big fan of the pick when we had Dante Jackson and Justin Reed and Jeremy Bates sit on the board, and we passed on those. But I'm gonna give that pick C- because I haven't seen too much of MJ Stewart. I just watched some highlights of him, and I've seen him in a couple games here and there, but I didn't focus on him. I didn't see that pick coming. But I'm gonna give it a C-. Jason, So the next pick in the second round, which is our third pick in the second round, we picked Carlton Davis, cornerback from Auburn, 6'1", 200 pounds, lanky, long arms, good instincts, can play the ball. He's a press corner, which finally addresses the big need that everybody's been asking about, big corners. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Packers did get the best corners. They got like three or four corners. If anybody can look up the Packers corners, man, look how they did it. They did it right. The Packers got 3 starters pretty much. I forgot who they got. They got Josh Jackson was one of them, which I thought we was going to get him in the second round, but the Packers did get some good corners. But Carlton Davis offers a lot for our division. Carlton Davis is a big physical corner. He can match up with Michael Thomas, the Saints receiver. He can match up with Julio. Julio might burn him, but as long as we got safety help over the top. So he gives us that big cornerback presence that we need. He reminds me of Talib a little bit, but without the off-the-field issues, and a lot like Josh Norman He's faster than Josh Norman, by the way. But yeah, Josh Jackson and Alexander. Yeah, Jaire Alexander, the cornerback from Louisville. That's who the Packers got. The Packers had a good draft. Shouts out to the Cheeseheads. I don't like y'all, but shouts out to y'all. Y'all had a good cornerback draft. But Carlton Davis, he gives us that big physical presence we need because we got a lot of short corners. So if if Carlton Davis turns out to be anything good, that's good for us. Brent Grimes is up there in age. Vernon Hargraves is on shaky grounds. So once again, for the veterans that's been on the team that I mentioned before, make way for a second-round pick in the secondary. He's going to get a lot of playing time. He's probably going to get thrown in there right away, being that Vernon Hargraves is in the nickel/slot. What it means overall for the team, it gives us the second round has given us depth and some talent and some explosiveness at the running back position, and also gave us some depth in the secondary. I'm glad that we got some depth there sitting there. So it gives us a lot of explosion and young guys back there in the secondary. Overall grade for the second round, I'm gonna say a B+. Being that we had 3 picks in the second round, I would like for us would have picked up, Justin Reed or Jeremy Bates or Dante Jackson, or even Josh Jackson. That would have been great. But B+. Shouts out to the 3 guys. Welcome to the Bucks, man. Welcome to One Buck Place. You should enjoy Tampa. You enjoy it. The weather's good and the ladies are nice. But so now we're heading into the third round. Do I think Carlton Davis starts in day 1? Maybe. It's a good chance. He could start in day 1. He definitely can start in day 1. Definitely. So the third round, and also once again, if you guys know anything about Super Chat, there's a dollar sign button in the chat room. You can hit that button, donate to the channel, trying to make some moves, putting out this good content, giving y'all some good energy, pushing this Buck movement on YouTube, on social media. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to everybody out there. I want to stop and give everybody some love. Hit me up on Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. Anything is better than nothing. I do this for fun. I do this for y'all. I want to put our presence on social media. So the third round, we didn't have any picks in the third round because at the time, because we traded for JPP, and so interesting move by Jason Light. He gave up a 4th rounder and a 6th rounder to go back into the third round to pick an offensive tackle. Alex Cappa, small school. Jason Light went back to the small school. He struck gold with Alec Marpet, you know what I'm saying, Hobart College, and then he picked another guy from Humboldt State. So college in California, Northern California. He dominated the competition. Now, if you play in a small school, you're supposed to dominate the competition. I think he was an All-American like 3 years in a row, first team. So he basically dominated the competition. But he does offer a lot. He offers some versatility. He can play right tackle. He can play, any position. He can play left guard or right guard, or maybe even some center. But he's a damn bouncer, like Ali Marpet. He's like a bouncer. I like the pick. It adds some depth to the line. Young guy, fresh, 6 foot. I think he's like 6'7", like 300 pounds, 309 pounds. Small school, like I said, and he offers some value there. A swing tackle, maybe. He has some experience at playing left tackle. I watched some highlights of him. Little nasty guy, man. He's built like a bouncer. Those big tall guys that be standing at the door, and you come up to the door and they be looking at you all crazy, like you in their way, but you trying to come in and enjoy yourself. That's what he look like. One of them bouncers, long hair, just grit. That's gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna throw you out. He one of them guys that throw you out. But is he gonna now? As far as his overall projection, as far as him starting right away, probably not. We'll probably use him a lot in preseason to get him some reps, and especially in the offseason, get him some strength in there, get him maybe a couple more pounds on him, and give him some work in preseason. And during the season, he'll get some playing time depending on what happens. What it means for Gerald Sweezy. That might be for him. They might cut him in preseason. They're gonna probably try to trade him or something like that, but they'll probably wait and hold off and make sure the rookie gets transitioned over pretty good. And they might end up releasing or cutting or trying to trade Gerald Sweezy. He's been hurt. He hasn't done too much of anything. He's not bad in the run game, but he doesn't offer anything in the pass game as far as blocking. But if they do keep him, it's because they're not too sure on the rookie yet. They want him to get settled in. The third round grade I will give for the Bucks for that pick, Alex Cappa. Shouts out to Alex Cappa. Small school lives matter in NFL. I'm gonna give that one a B. Being that he's a small school guy, and he also dominated. He also dominated small school competition like you're supposed to. So, like I said, I'm gonna B. And fourth round pick. This was an interesting pick because I actually went back and looked at this guy's tape. We was, going into the fourth round, we have yet to pick a safety, and what do you know? We picked Jordan Whitehead, the cousin of Darrelle Revis. Shouts out to Darrelle Revis, man. Stole some money, but shouts out to you, Darrelle Revis. Jordan Whitehead, he's interesting guy. Watching tape on him, and he's a pretty good tackler. He comes and brings the wood. You know what I'm saying? At Pittsburgh, he was making a lot of tackles. Surefire tackler, man. He comes in and lays the wood. He plays bigger than what he really is. He's like 5'10" and some change, but he brings the wood, and his cover skills is okay. I'm not gonna ripe on him like that. He did take more than money. But Jordan Whitehead will be a good special teams contributor right away. Will he get some playing time and safety over Keith Tandy and Chris Conte, which is my favorite. Chris Conte is my favorite. I see a scenario of him or Stewart, Whitehead or Stewart, MJ Stewart, getting one of those safety positions over Tandy and Conte. They're younger, they're faster, they're better at this conjunction of their career than Tandy and Conte. But Justin Evans is the other safety, so Justin Evans will probably stay at free. And to play strong safety, you have to be a sure tackler and you have to throw that body around. And Jordan Whitehead does that. MJ Stewart is a little feisty too. So one thing I did notice about the Bucks picking Stewart and Jordan Whitehead is they both offer versatility. They offer the versatility that Keith Tandy and Conte don't offer. They're faster than Keith Tandy and Conte. They're better tacklers. They're more feisty. They're hungry because they're rookies. And I believe at some point in the season, you will not be seeing Conte that much. And you might not see Keith Tandy that much because he can't stay healthy. But I do expect Whitehead, if he's any good, to get some reps from Chris Conte or Keith Tandy. And like I said in the previous round, or round 2 with MJ Stewart. So I'm gonna give that second round. That fourth round grade. I'm gonna give it a C+. Not a bad pick. We addressed the need in safety, and I pretty much told y'all what it means for the other safeties coming on the team already. So now we move on to the fifth round. Another interesting pick. We picked up a receiver from Pennsylvania, Penn University, Quakers, I believe that's them. Ivy League, I believe. Justin Watson, big receiver, like 6'2", 200 pounds. He runs a 4.4, vertical jump of like 40 inches. I haven't seen too much tape on him. He tested out good in the combine. He's a good athlete. I think he's more of an athlete than a receiver, but he does add value to the team. In these rounds, like the fifth round, are guys that's going to contribute on special teams. He's going to offer some value there. But Justin Watson, he should give us something there, and he might get the spot over Boo Boo Wilson. I know a lot of people like him from Hard Knocks. He has an attitude, but if Justin Watson's any good, he's going to get that last spot as a receiver. And also, keep in mind, folks, Deshaun Jackson will probably be cut after this year. I don't think he makes his 30 years contract. So by picking this guy that keeps us with some depth, with Adam Humphrey, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Deshaun Jackson, and Boo Boo Wilson and Justin Watson. And we might pick up a couple more guys. I don't know. So that grade, I'm gonna give the 5th round grade, picking Justin Watson, receiver. I'm gonna give that a D plus, C minus maybe. Like I said, I don't know too much about the guy. Ivy League, he dominated the competition like he's supposed to. But we looking at special teams right now. And in 6th round, which is another interesting pick that I actually watched this guy play a few games in 2016 and in 2017 before he blew his knee out. Injury prone guy, so it was a low risk, high reward. If he comes back to the form that he was in 2016, we got a steal at linebacker. Now, granted, we are deep at linebacker, so that adds depth, and it protects us from the Kendall Beckwith injury. He broke his ankle. I wish a speedy recovery to Kendall Beckwith. Unfortunately, he had a car accident, which he fractured his ankle, and that might keep him out pretty much most of the summer. And he might not get too many reps in the camp. But he should be ready at the beginning of the season. They might put him on PUP. But we picked up Jack Cichy from Wisconsin. I actually watched a few Wisconsin games, over the last couple of years, and they've been putting out a lot of NFL talent on the line, D-line, O-line, linebacker, and secondary. A lot of people sleeping on those guys. They produce some NFL talent. But Jack Cichy, he's pretty good. I caught some holiday. I watched the Holiday Bowl against USC, and Jack was all over the place. Jack is an instinctive linebacker. He has a great high IQ. He don't miss too many tackles. He can blitz pretty well. So I'm pretty sure they'll have Jack come in and learn all 3 linebacker positions. But most likely he'll be battling for that Kendall Beckwith spot. If Kendall Beckwith don't come back right away, you got Glanton there, I believe, still on the team. And like I said, Jack has been hurt. He didn't play 2017 because I think he tore his leg up or something like that. So he's injury prone, or he had 2 major injuries. But prior to the injury, he was on his way to being a top 100 pick, easy. So if he comes back to that form, we have a steal in Jack, especially at this round, at this stage of the draft in the 6th round. Low risk, high reward, because if we strike gold on that, Kendall Beckwith, Jack Cichy, Levante David, Quan, that's a nice linebacker combination there. And and the thing about Jack, he offers versatility because he can play 3-4 or 4-3. He can play rush outside linebacker, or he can play inside linebacker in 3-4. So he offers value there. And I like that pick because of the projection that if he comes back to what he was before, he'll be a borderline starter, which is good in the 6th round. If you can get any from 4th to the 4th round to the 7th round, if you get a starter out of those rounds, that's great. So Jack has the potential to be his high ceiling is a starter, like a part-time starter, and his low is pretty much a special team guy, and he'll end up getting cut. So I'm gonna give that grade a C. Hopefully he comes back fully in recovery, fully recovered from 2017's injury, and he comes back to full strength. So there you have it, the Bucs draft, 2018 draft picks, rounds 1 through 6, pretty much, because we didn't do any 7th round picks. And now my overall grade for the Bucs draft. Drum roll. B. Overall draft grade of B. We added a lot to the team, some fresh young talent. We addressed the secondary with 3 guys in the secondary in this draft. We picked up another D lineman, which we was already deep there. We picked up a running back we direly needed so bad. He's going to help the team right away. And we picked up some special team guys. So, overall, it's a B. It was a B, man. It's a good draft. I felt like there was a couple other players that we could have had, which would have made it an A plus or A minus, but a B is good enough. I'll stick with the B. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to turn my attention to the chat room and see what we're talking about in the chat room. Now let's talk about these picks, folks. No arguing in the chat room. And if you want to get to the front of the line, hit the super chat And if you're not familiar with Super Chat, there's a $ sitting at the bottom of the chat bar. You click on that and you type in what you want to say, and it gets highlighted and it gets put to the front and it stays up on the chat board longer than everybody else's, and it's highlighted. So your chat, your comment to be talked about. And like I said, I'm here to give y'all good content about the Bucs. Trying to push this Buck movement on YouTube and on social media. Shouts out to Travis Johnson. He putting in a little bit of work too. So let's talk about these picks. So let's see. I'm gonna go through this here. See what we're talking about. Oh, okay. We talking about Isaiah Oliver, I believe. Garvey. He wasn't physical enough. Okay. The Saints draft picks. They gave up a lot for Marcus Davenport, but we're not talking about the Saints. That was a head scratcher. They should have picked up Lamar Jackson. I told one of my buddies, because I live in New Orleans, the Saints should have picked up Lamar Jackson. Let's sit behind Drew Brees. It reached for D-line, and that's unproven. He's raw. But anyway, it's not about the Saints. It's not about who that. Whitehead can hit. Bucks life, Whitehead can hit, man. MJ, what do I think about MJ Stewart? He's a feisty cornerback, man. He can play nickel, corner, play any safety position, so he offers a lot of versatility. MJ Stewart does offer a lot of versatility. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we could have had a couple other guys, but we'll see what MJ Stewart is. He's an immediate guy that you play right away on special teams, and you also play him in sub packages, and he'll get some plays in the regular season. What else we got before I get off this chat session? Putting out this content for you guys. I gotta keep reminding y'all, we're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Make sure you share this video to all the Bucks. Anybody that's a Bucks fan that you guys know, let them know that this channel is moving. Move the channel. We almost at 2,000 subscribers. We're over 1,800 since yesterday. It was under 1,800 yesterday. Now we're over 1,800. We're pushing our way to 2,000. Trying to be the biggest Bucks channel on YouTube. Representing the Bucks. We're trying to get to that 5,000. Then from 5,000 to 10,000. And from 10,000 to 20,000. Well, we're trying to get there. We're gonna get there. And for all you guys being here at the beginning, I appreciate the love and the support. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, don't go unseen. So let me see what we got in the chat room here. CJ Anderson? No, we already kind of deep at running back. I mean, with Ronald Jones and Peyton Barber, Jacquees and Charles Sims, why would we add CJ Anderson? Special teams? Vita will be Gerald McCoy's replacement. It's a contract year. I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good thing to talk about. Vita, he's a difference maker. He's not a Gerald McCoy type player though. He's not as quick as him. Maybe if he slimmed down to about 310, he can be just as good as far as quick as Gerald McCoy. But right now, Vita is he could be a 3-down player, but Gerald is a 3-down player. And I hope Vita turns out to be a 3-down player, because you don't pick somebody with the 12th pick in the first round to be a 2-down player. They say Dante Poe is a good somebody that you can pretty much mirror him with on the Lodi Hada. I forgot that dude name. Whatever. The Ravens defensive tackle. And Lodi. Who else? Trey Boston at safety. If we cut Chris Conte and add Trey Boston, that's cool. But I don't know why they so enamored about Chris Conte on the Bucks, man. I don't know what Chris Conte must got some skeletons on Jason Lyson and Dirk Cutter and Mike Smith. Because I don't see how he survived on this team this long, man. Now we done picked up 3 guys in the secondary. He might get what was Chris Conte extension was? Was it a 1-year extension or 2 years? Oh, Eric Reed would be nice, but they scared of that off the field backlash. What is Chris Conte's contract looking like? Do anybody know that? Yes, if you know anything about Chris Conte, it's a 1-year deal. Okay, cover to cover. quarterback spot. Okay, appreciate it, man.